In this video, I'm going to give you my updated Blue Purple Croc overview. Now let's get into the goo. If you are just here for the deck list, go ahead and get your screenshots out of the way. I play 4 7-cost Crocodile as well as 1 Douglas Bullet. The deck win condition is to establish your Crocodile after generating enough advantage to justify placing him on the board, and if he lives at least 1 turn, you're probably going to generate so much infinite value that your opponent is not going to be able to play the game. Now you don't have to play the Douglas Bullet. In some matchups, such as the green matchup, he is an all-star performer and serves as an ulterior win condition, and as well in the Whitebeard matchup, where your 7-cost Crocodile has very few implications, as they will always take their own life card. Now in order to get to our win condition, we play a total of 12 blockers so that we can protect our health total, then we can establish our 7-cost Crocodile. We play a total of 12 2k counters. Mr. Bond 2 Clay is the only necessary 2k, and the other 2 you can switch to whatever you feel your preference is. The all-star of this new list has to be Mr. 3 Galdino. What this card does is, on play, for a cost of 2 Dawn, since our leader is a Baroque work type, we can target one character our opponent controls with a cost of 4 or less, and it cannot attack on the following turn. Now this is very strong for an implication that I will explain at the end of the card overview. We play a total copy of 4 6-cost King. This card is extremely nice in the current meta, as it allows us to establish a threat as well as remove one of our opponent's threat. In terms of our event package, Love Beam and Desert Spada are still core staples of the deck. Desert Spada is going to be your MVP, as it is a Baroque work type card, and as you notice, we play 2 Baroque work Searcher, which can search the Desert Spada as well as our Mr. 3 Galdino. That is why those cards are so prevalent, and if you've been keeping track, we play a total of 19 Baroque work type cards, which is very important for us to generate advantage during our own turn with the Baroque work search card. In terms of the new events, we play a total of 2 Hell's Judgment and 2 Gum Gum Rain. Now I have found Gum Gum Rain to be especially useful in this build, as we can attach 1 Dawn to our leader, and if we haven't used an event during our opponent's turn, we can now trigger our leader ability when our opponent may not think that we could legally do so, and if we fulfill the conditions, we are technically using 1 card in order to generate a 3k counter, which I find is very important to cycle through the deck, get to our win condition, and stall off in the early turns. As well, it allows us to be greedy and play cards like 4 6-cost King, because we can discard them if we do not need them. In terms of Hell's Judgment, this card is an MVP against the green matchup, as we can reduce their Kazuki Odin or their Eustace Captain Kidd leader. Now in terms of Mulligan, typically with this deck, I have found that it is better to go first than second, as we are in a race-based meta and we don't want to take too much damage, as we will not be able to fulfill our win condition. Now this is just a sample hand of a Mulligan you might like to see. Usually if you have a Queen and a 7-cost Croc, as well as an event, you are looking pretty good. Now I will quickly explain the implications of Mr. 3 Galdino and why I found it so useful. On turn 3, you can use 2 Dawn to play your Mr. 3 Galdino, stunning down one of your opponent's characters, mitigating a damage. This is a total of 2 Dawn. Now we can use 1 Dawn to attach to our leader, and at this point, we now have a total of 2 Dawn that we can use to protect ourselves with any event we have in hand.
Ooh, is that indigo?